Welcome, glad to have you on board again. This week I have a challenge for you. So anyway, here it is. It's to do with something, I'll pull it out for you. This is the rubber. It's a little bit hard to see, but I need to confess that I don't really like the rubber. And this week's little video and the blurb has come about because we've been doing drawing with the children, and they do the most beautiful drawings, even though they think they don't do very well and they think they make mistakes, and so they go to rub them out, but they don't learn from rubbing things out. They just know that they can rub out the mistake, but it's not really a mistake even, it's just they're learning that they might pencil slip and go too far, or they might do a small circle rather than a bigger circle. And I'm really encouraging the kids to don't worry about it, just go over it. I actually tell them I don't have any rubbers, which is pretty much true. I only have two, but when we're doing drawing they're not around, and so it forces them to be confident with their mark making. And if they're not confident and they've done something they didn't want to do, they have to draw back over it or start again. And I think both cases are good because I recognise this, small circle, let's go with that, has been too small, they need to make it bigger. But on the page, I can come through and I can see, oh yeah, you've thought about that, you realise it should be bigger, fantastic, and you've made the choice. Or sometimes they decide to redraw it, and I think, beaut, that's actually even better because you're going to redraw it. And the third one is that when kids become, like some of you would have very confident creators, or even yourself, you're a very confident drawer, and the mistakes don't matter anymore. They just become all part of the work. You just know that if you've done a line, you've been bumped, you've gone off the page, that doesn't matter because you're going to go back over that and add some detail, and you'll make that work somehow. You'll just make it work. And sometimes, pretty much all the time, it actually works out better than where you were to begin, better than when you would have begun. And so my challenge this week is to definitely create, draw, paint, whatever you're up to at the moment, but hide this. I have even suggested to some of my kids, and I'll suggest it to you, use a biro instead. It's we're actually tricking our brain. So with the pencil, we know since our school days that we can rub it out, and so it doesn't matter if we make a mistake because it can get rubbed out. But with a biro, you have to be more confident, because if you make a mistake, it's got to be crossed out, or squiggled out, or you turn it into something else, and your creative brain starts unlocking, and the right and the wrong and the perfection element actually disappears, and I think that is better. So when we're talking about this, I often bring up like a lot of the Renaissance artists. You can see in a lot of their drawings that you can find on the internet super easy, that you can see their working marks. When I say that, I mean you can see when they've done something a bit wrong and they want to change, like they're drawing a hand and they've got a finger like doing something that can't actually happen, but you can see how they change and modify that, and as a result the drawing actually gets more beautiful, it has more life. So I thought I'd pull out one, and I might photocopy this so you can see it, but I go to this one sometimes because the kids draw animals, right? So we're on an animal theme at the moment. Got to line this up again. Okay, but you can tell, yep, the head was a bit wrong up the top. There's something wrong with these feet. Thought my kids turned up. They probably have. So I'll quickly put that in the bottom of the video. All right, gotta go. Right, so go create, be confident with your mark making. Make sure that you hide this little beauty somewhere that you don't touch it. And remember, if you make a mistake, work with it, draw over it, start again. But better still if you just make it work as part of your idea and make it was meant to be there. And I promise you it's probably going to work out much better than you think. Okie dokie, I shall talk to you soon.